Laura, Ryan Day is open to playing without fans. You understand the fan experience on college Saturdays because you've been around hosting game day on the SEC network. How do others around the sport you've talked to feel about college football playing in empty stadiums here?
Well, at this point, Kevin, everybody's just trying to figure out how can we have a college football season in the 2020-21 school year. I think it's really important to put out there that there's a lot of optimism around that. And everyone's just putting their heads together saying, how can we make this happen? But I did have one college football coach of a major Power 5 program send me a message saying, look, there is no way that we can play these games without fans. If it's not safe for the fans, it's not safe for the players. He was referring to potential lawsuits, potential cases that these players might have against these universities. That's something that they're going to be very wary of. So despite the atmosphere and all of that being in part of this discussion, which obviously it will be, I think furthermore, the safety of these players, which we know are not compensated as professionals, have to be really paramount in all of this.
Well said there. Now, as we mentioned earlier in the show, the College Football Playoff Management Committee had a teleconference with VP Mike Pence about the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on college athletics. Here's what Notre Dame AD Jack Swarbrick, who's a member of the 11-person committee, told our Heather Dinich about it. Quote, a lot of the discussion was about the unique nature of college athletics being first and foremost. The question we face is whether our universities will reopen and when. We're never in a position to look at these issues purely through an athletic lens. There's no athletic calculus to engage in if our campuses aren't reopened. Laura, what are you hearing when it comes to a timetable of the return of college football?
Well, this is where it gets really complicated, Kevin. And so, as I mentioned, everyone just trying to figure out a way to have a college football season during this school year. There's a timeline in place where a lot of these schools and conferences are shut down. So the SEC, for instance, shut down until May 31st. The ACC shut down indefinitely, and that's all operations related to athletics. You can see it right there with some of the other conferences. When they get to the end of May, early June, these conferences are going to begin discussions once again, looking around the country saying, what can we do? Where's our country? How is the coronavirus spreading throughout the country? And can we target some sort of date around mid-July to get players back on campus? If that happens, that allows for 6 weeks time before a start on time for the regular season. But if they don't feel that that's going to be possible, that's when it gets more complicated. Could they start the season later, maybe shorten it? That's a possibility. Ryan Day mentioned that today as well. Or could we see a spring season happen for college football? It's being discussed. They don't have to sit there and make any of these decisions just yet, but it is in the realm of possibility, which, as you guys know, would open up a whole new world, a can of worms that a lot of us haven't even fully processed yet. But I'm just telling you right now, maybe a February to a June could be in the discussion for trying to get a college football season in.
Abnormal times, got to think outside the box. By the way, we confirmed during the break, Laura's not in a sauna in the Swiss Alps. Right. She's at home. It's great to have you with us here on SportsCenter.
She is in a box, though.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.